everybody, and welcome to the Jersey Shore Podcast. Today, we've got a packed show from breaking news to topics that will keep you informed. So please click the subscribe button to get notified of upcoming episodes. If you like what the Hammer talked about, then share the Jersey Shore Podcast to others. Damon also looks forward to your comments during this episode. Tonight's Jersey Shore Podcast starts now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Jersey Shore Podcast. That is S-U-R-E, because we are always short, brought to you by the Great America's Pulse Network. I've got a special guest coming in. Well, I don't really call him that special because he's always my guest, and he's my radio co-host, but he is special in a good way, not the bad special way. But Peter Sykes will be on. But first, before we get started, I just wanted to go into the breaking news. You're going to see a lot of breaking news going across the bottom of the screen, but this one in particular is something else. So we can pull that up, that breaking news. It was a man in Portland was shot trying to impersonate a Secret Service member. It is. I don't know enough about it yet. I tried to look into it more, but it came up. And apparently somebody tried to impersonate a Secret Service member. And they had shell casings threatening President Trump. You know, that's a new thing that people do now. They carve on their shell casings what their intentions are for killing somebody. So that's where we're at with that. That's more of the rhetoric by the left, I would say, that pushes people into this stuff. And we're going to go into a little bit more of that as well. So that's as far as I'll go with the breaking news for now. So I just want to go into I'm going to go into the monologue. All right. So my monologue today is I'm trying to make it that long because I really want to just talk about what's going on. But a lot of it bothers me. I mean, if you look at what's going on with the left and the right, that's why you're going to see then segment 3 will be about all New Jersey. But I want to start out by saying something like simple and honest. You know, the show is not about hating anyone. It's not about loving, it's about loving this country, loving this state and fighting for the people who get up every morning, go to work, and try to do the right thing. I'm a husband, father of 2. I work in the trades. My paycheck is not theoretical. My taxes are not theoretical. And when politicians talk about affordability, housing, and relief, I listen because, for working families, this is not politics. It's survival. Government, I always say it, and I'll say it again. I'll never stop saying it. Government does not have its own money. Every dollar it spends comes from taxpayers. That means priorities matter. Transparency matters. Math matters. We're told that New Jersey is becoming more affordable, yet property taxes keep rising. Sales taxes are going to go up, even though they're denying it that it's not going to go up. But in the scheme of things, they did go up because inflation went up so high under the last administration. So that means you're paying more in sales tax anyway. So even if they didn't go up, they technically did. Gas taxes dropped. Decided to raise the gas tax. So let's just take away thanks for that, New Jersey. Appreciate it. The fees they stack up. Housing, costs they're climbing, and rent costs are climbing. Young families can't afford to buy. Young people can't afford to stay. Retirees can't afford to remain in their homes they worked for in their whole lives to pay off. And my mother-in-law is one of them that's going through that. We also spend billions across a wide range of social and public support programs, including services connected to undocumented immigrants, healthcare, schooling, emergency services, and aid programs. That is a real budget impact, whether politicians want to debate the exact number or not. Compassion is a virtue, but budgets are real. You can't promise everything to everyone without asking working taxpayers to carry the load. So let me say what is good, because this matters. Legal immigration is good. Controlled immigration is good. People who come here lawfully, work hard, build businesses, raise families, and love this country. That is part of the American story. Helping people in true emergency needs is good. Community support is good. Faith-based charity is good. Local organizations helping struggling families is good. Order with compassion is good. What is not good is pretending there's no cost. Everything costs money. What is not good is gaslighting taxpayers. What is not good is calling people heartless because they ask for fiscal responsibility and to secure their borders. A nation without borders, laws, and enforcement is not compassionate. It's unsustainable. So we are also watching a political culture where instead of debating policy, some leaders and media figures push outrage and division. When rhetoric gets reckless, unstable people sometimes take it too far. We're seeing that all the time now. That is dangerous. No matter who does it, disagreement is American. That's what it is. You're allowed to disagree without going out and trying to kill somebody or hate your neighbor for whatever reason. Violence and threats are not. We need cooler heads and stronger standards across the board. Here's what I believe is good and worth defending: law and order, peaceful civic action, family, faith and family, the dignity of work, the value of life is very important to me. That's pretty good. The right to speak freely, the duty to tell the truth, even when it's unpopular. A government that lives within its means, that's good. A system that rewards work, not dependency. A culture that encourages responsibility, not excuses. If leaders want to talk about affordability, then show the numbers, show the trade-offs, show the cuts, show the plan, because affordability is not a slogan. It's what is left at the end of the month for working families. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. It's not noise, it's not spin, it's reality, priorities, and hopefully solutions. So everyone, welcome to the Jersey Shore podcast. I'll bring my guest, Peter Sykes.
Hey, Damon, how you doing, buddy?
I don't see him. Here he comes on. There he goes.
All right.
Yeah, Pete, I don't know what's going on, man. Restream's been messing with us tonight. We couldn't get any sound, and everything's been slow. And I think, honestly, I really believe it's so cold outside here. Everybody's inside, and everyone's using their Wi-Fi. Yeah, using their internet.
Could be, buddy. Could be. It is cold out. It's snowing again out here. And yeah, unfortunately, that's where we find ourselves, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just staying in the fight, and glad to have you on again. I know we haven't been on the radio in a couple of weeks because we had Constance do the show yesterday, which is a help. We do a lot of shows, so it's good to be back on with you.
100%, brother. 100%. I love doing this with you.
So we can go into our first segment here and we can bring that up, the segment title. And the segment title is gaslighting America when the left has no answers. Pete, you know me. I don't really have to explain it to you, but for the listeners out there, they know me too. But the left really has no policies. They just gaslight everything. They cause chaos, and then they blame Republicans for it. Again, Republicans aren't perfect, but I think we have the right message, and we'll get into that in the hammer number 2. But that's all I see them doing. They just keep spewing out rhetoric and gaslighting and getting chaos to happen, and then it's like, oh, the Republicans did it, and you got to vote for us. It's like, that's your own game plan. What do you think?
They just keep using one another. They keep using us against each other. Is what it is. And it's unfortunate. I mean, you get a lot of the weak-minded, right? They become indoctrinated in schools. They go to college. It's more indoctrination. They become educated. And it's just pushing in a certain type of way. It's really a shame, though, because if me or you or even some of these other people, were to commit a crime, we'd be held accountable. But we just keep seeing these a lot of the violent rhetoric comes from the left, and you continue to see these left-wing politicians. Nothing happens to them. You know what I mean? There's no accountability. There's no, maybe a mean word here or there, but that's it. It's like, guys, where's the punishment at? I'm just so tired of not seeing any action on this front. And they keep trying to push us into this civil war. And it almost looks like it's both sides trying to do it right now, right? I mean, I could see that in my mind how it's coming from both. You can't continue to allow this stuff to happen. We the people have to stand up and take it back.
Yeah, you are right about that. I mean, it's just the hardest part is getting the message out there. And I had a great Zoom call with a bunch of other candidates that are running in New Jersey, and we talked about different things. And the biggest question I had was, how do you get the message out there? I know we're trying our best, and we have the podcast, we have the network that we're under America's Pulse, and there's other podcasters that are on here. Alexandra, we have Seth, and we also have, we have guests too, like Elena has her own podcast, and we have Jack and that are joining. So it is growing to get the message out there, but I don't know if it's going to be fast enough because a lot of people move into podcasts.
Yeah,
but the majority of people come home, put their TV on, and they'll watch regular legacy media, and they're not getting the message out there. They're not telling the truth. And that's why when Van Drew said last week on the podcast, it was great. I mean, he said it. He said, people with legacy media don't get the truth out there. Podcast, I'm not going to brag, but call me the real deal.
Listen, we'll take any acknowledgement that we can get, especially at this point in time. But no, man, it's your left-wing media, your right-wing media, right? It's all nonsense. I don't watch any news. In fact, I got rid of cable. I don't have any cable in my house at all anymore because it's all just garbage on there anymore. It's just it tells two completely different stories. We have two groups of people living in complete different realities based on which type of information they're consuming. Somehow we got to pull it all back together, man, and just remember that we're all Americans. And we need to pull this back together. But I mean, it's not looking good right now, pal. It's not looking good. And a year in office, and I just haven't seen as much as I would like to see. Yeah,
I would like to see more, but it's a big hole to dig out of 4 years of just incompetence and just butchering this country the way it was. I'll show you. I'm going to play a couple of videos coming up, and this is just with Scott Besson. They bring him in, and this is one of the main reasons why I do kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I do like watching congressional hearings and stuff like that. I do torture myself with it too, because sometimes it's so stupid. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. These are our leaders. But
it's all theater. I mean, Seth says it all the time. Nothing happens. They could go at it, and then they're out for a beer right afterwards. It's like, bro, if these are the people controlling us, none of them care about us. And that's where I'm sitting at now. I feel like absolutely none of them care about us. And it's very disheartening. That's why I say if we want to change it, we got to stand up and do it ourselves.
Well, yeah, we definitely do. Absolutely. That's why we're trying. You tried, and I'm trying right now. I'm sure you're going to try again. But it's just the thing is, when you look at it, I see more on the Democrat side. Gaslighting. This is a clip of Maxine Waters going through Scott Besson. Now, Scott Besson is a very intelligent guy, and the way she didn't have really much to say other than, well, I'll let it speak for itself. Let's roll this clip.
Go ahead, roll. Let's see what she got.
Yes or no? You don't have to explain.
Representative Waters,
will you be the voice? Will you be the voice? Will you be the voice? Will you be the voice of reason? Will you be the voice of reason?
A study
yes
from
no?
Wharton University
reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
Was a mass unfettered immigration.
Mr. Chair, will you let him know that when I asked him
time does belong to the gentlewoman from California.
10 and 20 million immigrants
can you
took
shut
up the
up?
housing stock of working Americans, and can you maintain some level of dignity?
Gentlelady's time has expired.
No, my time has not expired.
Your time has expired. And the gentleman
took up my time. Mr. I think you should recognize.
Well, Pete, it looks like we might have a short winter because Punxsutawney Phil didn't run back into his into his house. It looks like he jumped on Maxine Waters' head, and he's living there.
I mean, how long has she been in office for, Damon? This is term limits right there. It's so
She's 87.
aggravating to see this. They just continue to take up. It's like, bro, you don't even live in the same world as anybody else anymore.
Yeah,
Right? You don't allow you ask them a question, you don't allow them to answer. And that's the real problem with these hearings. You go in there and they just want to get their soundbite of them yammering on and trying to own the witness. It's like, I want to hear from the witness. There's a reason they're here. Let's hear what they got to say.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, I love how they say yes or no, yes or no. Like it's a gotcha question. Like every time they ask questions, I'm like, what's something I can explain behind it? It's it's. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm running for Congress, Pete. I'm telling you, I'm going to be the first person that's going to be in that jail in the Capitol building. When Congressman gets out of order.
Well, you know what? Make a statement, bro. I'll tell you. I just watched that Marjorie Taylor Greene came out and had that she did a 10-15 minute sit down and just spoke to the camera, on what really happens in Congress. And I mean, look, anybody that goes in there to make a difference, to fight, they ostracize them. They push them off to the side. They don't allow them to operate freely, to do the job that the people put them in there to do. And that's just what leadership is in Congress, buddy. So look, I hope you get elected and I hope that you're ready to fight like hell to change it. But I mean, it's going to be a tough sell. Unless we can get more people. If we can get more people like us in there, now all of a sudden we're cooking with a little bit of gas where we can pull back their power, and we can take it. And that's what we need to focus on. Because nobody in there right now gives a damn about the American people.
I would hope there's a few. I just interviewed Jeff Van Drew, and I think he's a great guy. So I think he does care.
Fair. So I would say that there's a few, but there's not enough.
Not enough. Yeah, the ones that do that gaslighting and just make a spectacle out of Congress just for their clicks and everything else, because it turned into like Jerry Springer. That's basically what it is. And you see there was nobody behind Scott Bessent. You'll see in the next one, there's nobody there. I mean, there's no one behind him.
It was just the camera, just act a fool for the camera.
It's televised, so that's it. They use it. They're going to put it out there to all for their clickbait stuff. So I'm gonna roll this.
You said she's 87 years old, bro.
87.
These people got to go, man. Retire. Go right off into the sunset somewhere, or go to jail because you're all crooked. I mean, one or the other. But just get out of here and let us fix this country.
Yeah, I know. So, all right. Well, let's. I'm gonna roll the next clip. It's the same hearing. And this was kind of funny by Scott.
Trust should be a serious question and a serious issue for the financial services industry, especially as the Secretary of the Treasury. Well, that's an important. No, this is my time. I haven't asked you any more questions. I haven't asked you any more questions.
It's the gentleman from Massachusetts.
I'm trying to get to my next question.
Could you speak a little louder? I can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay. I might.
I like that. It was like, it's like the guy's screaming at him. It's my time. It's my time. He's screaming at him. He's like, can you speak a little louder? I can't hear you. Because there's nobody else in there.
Yeah. Well, just keep yelling, my guy. You'll be all right one day. It's just, once again, political theater, right? That's all we're seeing. Grandstanding to your audience, to your base. It's tribalistic. Let's rile them all up. I mean, it's just, my side against your side. And that mentality is not going to fix this situation.
No, it's not. It's just, I look at it and I'm really like just tired of people acting like children. Do your job. That's one of my biggest things. Pete. I mean, you're in the medical field. You're a nurse, and you have to do your job. You have to be there. And to take care of people. Then you have to do your job. I'm in construction. I run the buildings. I'm the lead super, so I have to be there to do my job. What irks me the most is when people just don't do their job and they'll just talk about different things and act like they're doing their job, and they just grandstand, and they're getting paid. They're taking all of our money, our taxpayer dollars, and they're up there acting a fool, looking like Jerry Springer. I can't take it. It's like enough is enough. And that's the main thing, man. We really need to get the message out to people here, to get regular people in, like normal people that go to work every day, that are feeling, the pain of the taxes and the tax hikes, and giving away all this free stuff to illegal immigrants and the people that don't work or whatever. It's like, How much are you going to kill me? How much are you going to kill you?
The people you're talking about are disenfranchised, Damon. Number one, does our vote even count? Right? We need to see some type of way to clean up the voting system, because right now, does our vote even count? And, they give us these options, that just aren't the greatest options for what we need, right? And it takes money to get into politics. Man, I would love to see money out of politics. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's never going to happen. So, but everyone's vote does count. So I don't want everybody to think that their vote doesn't count. But
these people don't think they do. They don't think they do because of the stuff we're watching right now.
Because there is cheating.
We just watched in the elections here and in Virginia, right? This past November. People don't think their votes count.
I just don't want to deter people from voting. Your vote does count. But yes, is there cheating here? That's why I'm trying to pass the SAVE Act. They're trying to get voter ID. So that's what we need to clean up. Clean up the voter rolls, pass the SAVE Act. It's common sense. I mean, I don't understand, even with the Democrats, they don't want to pass it. What they say voter ID is racist. Like,
of course they do.
If I was a black person I get, is it racist towards white people or black people? Well, they say black people won't be able to get it. But if I was a black person or Spanish, whatever it was, I would be so pissed. I would say, I'm never going to vote Democrat again. By you telling me that I'm too stupid to get a voter ID, everybody can get it. It's like, that's basically what they're saying. It's like, what? How would you say that about, like, that's the dumbest.
But you have to have your ID to drive, to buy anything from the store. You need IDs for everything. But they say that, and look, it's unfortunately it's these white liberals that think that they're educated and they're better than people, and that's it. They talk down to minorities. I mean, I talk the same to everybody I talk to, right? That's just how I operate. And I talk to everybody because it's my job to do that. And for these people that think they're so smart and, oh, no, they're just a minority. They're not quite that bright. It's like, bro, what are you even on right now?
Yeah. Well, sometimes you talk down to me, Pete. I'm not going to lie.
What? Because you're short, bro. I always got to talk down to you.
But listen, we're going to take a break. We've got a little special break here. I know I didn't get a chance to tell you about it, but I'll just let you watch it and see it. And everyone out there, please like and subscribe. And you can go in that chat box. And if you want to make a statement, we'll see it. We'll read it as long as it's appropriate. And or have a question, we'll answer it. But we're going to go on a quick break and found something today with Tom McDonald. So check this out, Pete.
Through the winter's ice and cold, down Nicollet Avenue.
Babe, get the camera. We gotta drop a music video on Friday. Also, that was trash. And you stole the melody. Down Nicollet Avenue, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. It was Frosty the Snowman, okay? That's my review. Trash. New music video drops Friday.
They always said that Charlie Kirk was a Nazi, then they celebrated after they killed him. They tried to tell us that Black Lives Matter and that white people have always been villains. They burning flags in the streets and they scream at police, taking illegals to prison. They got rainbows on their bedroom walls, and they swear to God that men can be women. They're scrolling through their TikToks to get the news. They heard that Trump's a fascist, they swear it's true. They set fire to Minnesota, we smell the fumes. They say that guns are dangerous, guess they're the proof. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath. Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead, but we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, they say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left, praying for the left. They keep saying that ICE are the Nazis, so they're buying guns and tracking positions. Go tell the parents of the kids who were killed. Illegal immigrants are really the victims. They say America ain't safe if you're black or trans or gay. I think it's way more dangerous to be a Christian. Y'all started acting different back when Anthony Fauci made you keep the ones you love at a distance. They're scrolling through their TikToks, Antifa clips. They say that Trump is Hitler. They're mad they missed. They think that how they feel is how it is, and conservatives are evil. We shouldn't live. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath. 'Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead, but we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, then say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left. Scratching swastikas and Teslas ain't gon' change a thing. You can burn our cities down, but we'll just make them great again. Oh, they hate us 'cause they say that we are full of hate. They wanna kill all the police trying to keep them safe. They'll shoot that badge of yours right off your chest. They want a civil war. Pray for the left. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath. 'Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead, but we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, and say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left. Praying for the left.
What you think of that, Pete?
I like Tom McDonald, man. You know, I can't get down with his little, you know, weird ass piercings and shit. You know, he looks awfully lefty to me. But with that being said, no, I like Tom McDonald. You know, he did that all on his own. You know, I mean, when you look at these record labels, they make you, I mean, it's the same type of stuff, right? I'm talking about being politicians and, you know, whatever. But when you look at the record labels, it's the same kind of stuff. Right? They force you to do what they want, and they're all this satanic nonsense. Tom did it by himself, you know, and we don't need to try to mimic that.
Yeah, and I mean, he comes out. He had a lot of good songs. Yeah, I know. Well, first I want to say, Lady Mern, thank you for commenting. We have to stay positive. We the people make
make the difference. Yeah. Damon, vote. I got you, buddy. Mern, listen, and I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. All right. I'm just saying that I think that a lot of people are disenfranchised voters right now, which is why we only see 50% voter turnout, you know, throughout the state of New Jersey. You know, and I just I think that we have to do better. We have to do better coming together and figuring out what it is that we can do to change this. Because I'm losing faith that they're going to change it for us. You know, so I think that if we're going to do it, we're going to be the ones that have to get in there to do it. Yeah,
you're right about that. So the thing is, and going back to Tom McDonald, he had like kind of like a rough past, and that has a little history there. I mean, the whole face tattoo stuff. I mean, you know, to each his own. But yeah, he looks like a lefty, but he is definitely not. You know, and every time something comes out, when that Bruce Springsteen came out with that song. Yeah, that's what I thought. I found that today. I just saw it on YouTube, that message that he said. He was talking to his wife. He said, "Babe, we got to make a new album, new video." He said, "We're dropping it on Friday night." And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh, sure enough, he did. And he doesn't play typically. He raps. You know, he doesn't really sing like that or play the guitar. Not that I've seen, but I thought it was pretty good. You know, so
no, like I said, and he's done everything by himself, man. He's gotten famous. They don't play him. They don't put him on the top 100s. They don't, you know what I mean? He gets no love whatsoever from the industry. You know what I mean? But he's still been able to carve out a big niche, and it's I think it pushes the needle, and we just have to keep doing things that push the needle.
Yeah, Tom, if you're watching, I would love for you to come on my podcast. So just so you know. But
let's make it happen.
So this Hammer segment here, it's called Republicans, Law, Order, and Faith. Now, the last one was about the Democrats and what it calls chaos and all that stuff. Now, again, nobody's perfect. No party's perfect. I know you want to do your third citizens party and all that stuff.
Oh, we can talk about that if you want. Yeah, I'll sell that idea.
Yeah, well, we can get to that in a minute, but you can sell it all you want. I just don't. It's not going to work anytime soon. But for right now, I would say Republicans are, for the most part, are the party of law.
Their values are much more aligned with where I currently find myself in life. 100%, yes.
Absolutely, they are. I mean,
100%, yes. I can't get down with any of that lefty, all the nonsense that they do. I can't get down with any of that, which is why I'm currently part of the Republican Party. I'm just becoming a little disenfranchised myself. That's all.
Well, you got to keep the faith, brother. You got to keep the faith. Yeah, you got
I got faith in God, brother. I got faith in God.
Yeah, you have your little wild conspiracy theories and stuff like that, and hopefully we can get into that. I sent you 2 clips on Signal, so I don't know if we're going to be able to throw them in the end about lizard people. It's funny I don't know if he's going to be able to get it on. We forgot to talk about it because we were having issues when we were trying to get on. But basically, Republican. If you think about it,
you can't sell normies on lizard people, bro. That shit just makes you look crazy.
No. But it's funny because I know what you're saying because we always make a joke about it. But when I saw that last time,
if there were lizard people, all right, they are evolutionized dinosaurs. All right, that's what I would say on it.
But when we talk about it and joke about it, when I saw that last night, I'm like, Pete, that joke might be real. So
hey.
There's certain congressmen going like a million times. I couldn't believe it. I'm like,
you gotta lick your lips sometimes, bro. I mean, I don't know.
Every 2 seconds. So it was weird. But anyway, back to the Republicans. So if you look at it, I'm going to play a clip right now. And the reason why I put it in here, I'll explain why. Let's play this next clip that's coming up, and I'll explain why I put it in this Hammer segment. It's coming up.
Hit the button.
Drum roll.
Oh, no clips.
No clips in this episode. Well, there are.
That's all right. We'll just talk about it. What was the clip you wanted to talk about?
Well, there was
here in New York, just telling us that in recent days and weeks, the number of death threats against officers has increased a staggering 8,000%. That number coming as new video shows the feds arresting a self-described Antifa member in Minneapolis. He's now being charged after making violent threats against ICE agents in that city.
This is where ICE has come to die. We want to know who they are. We will identify every single one of them, and we will prosecute them to the full extent of the law. And if that has to be done at the barrel of a gun, then let us have a little.
He said it broke up there, but it didn't break up. I'm sure the listeners.
No, we got it. I saw it clear on my side.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
So that dude put it in here is because guess what? They're arresting him because the dude's nuts. And I could have put it in the previous segment, but I just want to show that at least the police are doing their job, arresting these whack jobs. And the reason why they're like this is because of the Democrats and the far left stealing that rhetoric out there and getting and drawing the nuts out. And if you go, I didn't have time to put it all together. A lot more came out about this guy. He likes to wear dresses. So all the time, there's plenty of pictures.
So he's mentally ill.
He's wearing bikinis and all kinds. Yeah, exactly.
So he's mentally ill.
So, but the left like to use the mentally ill and try to make them normalized. And then when they go out there and spew their rhetoric like that and say, "Oh, we got to do this," these people think, "Oh, I'm actually doing something good. I got to go out there and kill some police." Or
they make them think that they're the heroes of the story. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing is they're convincing them that they are the heroes of the story, overthrowing the empire. And in actuality, the Democrats left 20 million illegals in over the last 4 years, and unfortunately, they got to go. We can't take care of them, but this guy has been sold a bad batch of goods that no, we have to take care of these people. That's where we are, and and we'll fight the forces that come to remove them. And it's like, bro, get out of here. You should go too.
Yeah. I mean, you have someone that's mentally unstable like that, and I mean, just think about it too. They really didn't fit in with society because they have mental health issues. So instead of trying to help them out and get help and say, hey, listen, you have a problem, let's work on it. But when they amplify their mental health issues and say, no, you're fine. You're a man. You can become a woman. Absolutely, you can. You know, and you're accepted. It's like, oh,
not only that, Damon, but it's the cool thing to do now. Right? That's what we have to remember. Not only is it accepted, it's the cool thing to do when you get all crazy and wear dresses.
Yeah, I mean, how the hell did that happen? I mean, seriously, how could it be the cool thing to do? I don't. Listen, I know human beings are.
Past 10 years.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, last time I caught you in a dress, man, I had to talk you out of it. So
I do Toga Fridays. You're lucky I don't have it on right now. I took it off just to get on here. I wanted to be like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
You can't be wearing a toga.
Yeah. But yeah, I know it's just and there's going to be another clip I want to play in this number segment as well, and it's just another thing that again this administration. Listen, I give everyone credit where credit's due. They're people that they're arresting and putting away, and this one is an important one that they went and got. This is going to be Pam Bondi talking about it, and Kash Patel talked about it as well. And I was impressed that they're actually doing something about something that happened back in 2012 Benghazi. So let's roll this clip.
On September 11th, 2012, Americans watched horrified as our embassy in Benghazi came under a vicious terror attack. We lost 4 American lives that day. Ambassador Chris Stevens, Sean Smith with the State Department, and 2 CIA contractors, Glenn Doherty and Tyrone Woods. We have never forgotten those heroes, and we have never stopped seeking justice for that crime against our nation. In fact, from day one, Kash and Dan would sit in meetings and say, we're going to get them. And they did. Today, I'm proud to announce that the FBI has arrested one of the key participants behind the Benghazi attack. Zubair al-Bakosh landed at Andrews Air Force Base at 3 a.m. this morning. He is in our custody. He was greeted by Director Patel and U.S. Attorney.
So Pete, so basically, I didn't know this just came out today. I don't know if it froze up or something like that.
Yeah, I think they got through the end.
So
I think they got through most of it anyway.
Yeah, so they at least they're doing something. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen the 13 hours.
I have, whatever. I have, and Hillary was behind a lot of it, right? I mean, she was balls deep in that, and
and she got away with that. Again, but that's the thing. So I'm going to leave it, but I got to give them credit. They're actually doing stuff like that. They're going after these people that.
At this point in time, bro, they need more people. I need to see more evidence that actually happened, because I don't believe anything these folks say.
What? That guy wasn't behind it?
Bro, was he behind it? Was he not behind it? Did they actually even arrest this guy? I have no faith or trust in Pam Bondi or Kash Patel left anymore.
All right, well, I mean, I would say that they actually arrested him because it was on the news. They arrested him. I mean, so I saw him get off the plane. The video. So
somebody came.
Unless it was somebody that's not him. You and your conspiracy theories, I know how it goes. I get it, but. What I want to get into
is he autistic? I mean, that right there would tell me everything I need to know. Was he dropped on his head as a small child? Like, where are we currently sitting?
But either way, they're doing something at least. Okay. But what reason I want to bring this up to you too, because of the way I know how you think about it. You want to see people go to jail that broke the law, the Epstein files, what it would be, maybe even like say Obama for the Russian collusion hoax. I mean, it's just whoever it may be. That is definitely we talked about it in the last segment. You have these congressional hearings, and they've done something wrong, but nothing ever comes of it. And so I know that there needs to be more of it.
Well, once again, Damon, you went over to something that happened 12 years ago. Tragedy. Not trying to downplay the situation at all, But you went out, you hunted this guy down, you brought him here to face justice. What about the criminals in our backyard? That's where I'm at, bro. America. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at.
Well, I just played the other clip. They just arrested the one guy that says he want to kill ICE.
Well, so yes, okay, and that's fair. Yes, I will take that one.
And they're deporting illegal criminals, but
once again, that's a foot soldier. I mean, I want to see the heads of this, the brains of the operation.
Yeah, no, I understand that. That's why I was bringing it up to get into that part.
My bad. I'm a little feisty tonight, Damon. I've been riled up lately, bro. My bad. I
knew you were going to be. That's fine. It's fine. But that's what I was getting at. The bigger heads need to roll.
Yes.
But my point,
you want to restore faith. You want to restore faith in our government, our system. Let's start seeing some accountability. That's the only way I can see that you restore the faith.
So yeah, I hear you. So I mean, you got people like just look at Nancy Pelosi. She had insider stock trading. I mean, there's no way that she made more.
Well, she was one of the masterminds behind January 6th, right? I mean, we've been waiting for this.
Well, at least they found the pipe bomber guy to put at least they got that. So Lady Murray said hooray for Ghazi arrest, but there is more. Oh, well, I hope there is more to come.
See, Mern knows what I'm talking about.
No, there needs to be more. But and people need to be held accountable, and that's the thing. I mean,
how about we just start with the Somalis? Can we go arrest some Somalis right now, or Tim Walz for allowing this to happen?
Well, and that's the thing too. Like I said, I can't say for sure that he knew about it, but listen, all the signs point that's why he was picked for VP.
$36 million got donated to their campaign the day after they picked him.
Right. So about the nurses who were threatening us.
Yeah, they were doing that too.
They
had nurses saying, "Yeah, let's go ahead and give them some sedatives, and we'll put them to bed so they can't hurt anybody."
Well, they got fired. They got fired at least. But
did they get fired?
Yeah, they did.
All right. I mean, it's just accountability, man. Look, I'm not for cancel culture, but there's a difference. There's a difference from saying something 10 years ago and now you're being fired and canceled and harassed over it versus coming out and saying some very off the cuff, out of pocket stuff right now.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Well, you want to say come out and say, I'm going to inject them with needles of whatever the hell it was. They were talking
some kind of sedative. Put them to bed.
Yeah. And they were talking about not sedatives. They were saying they talked about like poison ivy stuff too. Like one of them said something like that. Like there's a poison ivy thing, and just it's crazy. And one was like a laxative too. One mentioned laxative, injectable laxatives. Like these people are off their rocker.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just that's what you want to do. You want to go defend the people that are clogging up your emergency rooms in these hospitals. 6-8 hour wait times, right? The people that need help can't get it because you're in there swabbing everybody's nose because they go. I mean, look, we need to become a denial of state. Jeff Brandian said this when we were running. We need to become a denial of service state and let these people walk out. That's my problem with ICE right now, right? And everything that we're doing. We know the Dems let these people in, all right? And we're going and trying to forcefully remove them. What if we just became a complete denial of service country to anybody without a citizenship, okay? They would be forced to leave. They would be forced to leave, and we won't even have to go hunt them down.
Yeah, well, there's that, but you can't. You have to still be humane. There's
humane.
Well, what if a woman's pregnant and she's illegal?
We'll drive her down and get her to Mexico prison, hospital. I'm sorry, I said prison. My bad. I didn't mean that. A hospital down in Mexico. They're real good, I hear.
No, they know. Listen, the United States, the way our culture is and the way we are. I mean, we are a humane society. That's well, we used to be, at least anyway, so as far as I know. But it's just that's this thing. But Democrats play on that. It's no, you gotta have a baby. They gotta go to the hospital. Somebody's got to pay for it. It's like $50,000 to have a kid. I know that. Just had one not too long ago, and someone's got to pay for it. The doctor didn't go to college for all those years to say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this one for free. No, the money's got to come from somewhere. So our insurance premiums go up, our taxes go up, everything. It's the same thing. But the Dems are really good at playing with people's emotions, and that's how they get these crazies out there doing the things that they're doing right now. But I will give it to the Republicans. Republicans they're doing their best. They're more likely. A Republican person is more likely to have a family, have children, stay together, 2-parent homes, more of living the way America was designed to, like the American
and those things are very important, Damon. Make no mistake. That's what I stand for, bro. That's where I'm at right now. Is you are 100% correct on that. The Republican people, at least the citizens, right? Let's take the people at the top out of that. They are living on that tip, right? We do want to help people, bro. Listen, I'm a nurse. I take care of people for a living. It's not like I'm some cruel, heartless bastard, but we can't take care of everybody. And Mern, I see up there, birthright citizenship. Listen, it all depends, because Damon a couple weeks ago was talking on that Chinese thing where they had the Chinese billionaires coming over here, taking Americans and bringing them out. They had, a lot of this stuff keeping people here. Yeah, the anchor baby things, I think it's got to go. Damon, how do you feel about the anchor baby things? I mean, I'm pretty sure we're on the same page with that.
Yeah, it's got to go. I mean, it's getting taken advantage of now. I mean, it's being used as a weapon to infiltrate our country at this point. Because when I brought it up on the podcast last week or a week before, there's billionaires in China that are paying for surrogates and women in the United States. One guy has over 100 babies with 100 different women that he paid.
Do you think they artificially inseminate, or you think he's getting busy?
Artificially inseminate. I don't think he's coming. I don't think so. I'm well, maybe. I mean,
where's the fun in that?
If I were, he's trying to infiltrate the United States. If I were him, I would want to get busy. But just saying, I would assume it's artificial insemination. But yeah, he's got over 100 babies. They're born in the United States by American women that he paid for that. Yep. And then all the babies got shipped back to China, and they're going to get raised there. But guess what? They're American citizens.
Yeah, but they're good CCP agents.
Yeah, and then they're going to come back, and they're American citizens. Will be able to vote. They'll be able to run for office. They'll be able to run for president because they're born in the United States.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, like Manchurian candidates that they're sending over. He's not the only one. I forget the guy's name, but he's a billionaire, and there's a bunch of them doing it. I mean, so that is a serious problem. So birthright citizenship needs to go. I mean, I know what its purpose was, when they first thought about it, but now it's being used as a weapon. So things got too complicated in life, so that needs to be amended.
100%.
I think that's why Trump wants to do it. I mean, he's the one who brought.
Yes, he did. Yeah, look, he has some very good ideas sometimes, right? I mean, look, I'm not against it. I would just like to see it more focused at home, and I would like to see him follow through with more things. I'm a little heartbroken at the moment, bro. That's where I'm at, and I want to fix stuff. There should definitely be no dual citizenship either. You're 100% right on that, Mern. 100% right.
You hit right on Pete's chord right.
Yep. Yeah. You can't care about America if you're aligned to another country. I mean, you can't. I need to know that you're in it for America to go ahead and fix this thing. I need to know it. And that doesn't matter where you come from. I don't care if it's Somalia or Istanbul or Israel. It doesn't matter where it is. I don't care. if you're here and you're going to run for office, that's the important part. If you're going to run for office, you should have to renounce citizenship to wherever you are. And I'm straight American citizen for America, by America. And I'm going to run for office to represent America.
So I'm with you there, buddy. I knew when Mert said that, I was like, oh,
I know, bro. Look, rip roaring anymore, man.
A lot. I agree. I agree.
Rip roaring anymore.
That's one of the. Yeah. So, but all right, people. Well, we're getting towards the end here. We got to go to our next segment. It's a shorter one, but there's actually going to be a little bit longer because, I got a little clip in there too. But it's always a shorter segment. It's a Patriot and Loser Award. So we're going to name the Patriot Award, and Patriot Award, you don't know who's going to get that because of.
We're already there. My God, we flew through this one.
Yeah, it's 8:50 already. So good because we're going to talk after it. So yeah, we're going to have at least another 10, 15 minutes going in the last segment. So
all right, well, let's see who the Patriot is.
America's Pulse Network. The mainstream media is bought and paid for. The truth is twisted to fit their agenda. But America is waking up because podcasts are the future for trusted media. Welcome to the America's Pulse Network. It is a network built by patriots that upholds the Constitution. The America's Pulse Network stands for God, truth, and the America First movement. There is no corporate propaganda, no government spin, just real news, real talk, and real voices fighting for faith, freedom, and the future of this great nation with common sense. Here are some of America's Pulse Network podcasts. Alexandra Levine Live, hosted by Alexandra Levine. Jersey Shore Podcast, hosted by Damon Galdo. The Conservative Corner, hosted by Seth Eisenberg. APN's The Pulse, hosted by Alexandra, Damon, Elena, and Seth. So tune into America's Pulse Network on the following social media platforms: X/Twitter, Rumble, Truth Social, Parler, Facebook, and YouTube. Join the revolution. Because the pulse of America beats for God and country. America's Pulse Network is for faith, family, freedom, and truth.
All right, welcome back to Hammer segment 4, the Patriots and Loser Award of the Jersey Shore Podcast. Pete, thanks for staying on with us. Everybody that's listening out there, thanks for staying on with us, and make sure you like and subscribe. And Mern, thank you very much for all your comments. You're awesome.
Yeah, Mern, you're crushing it tonight, baby. I just want to let you know.
I love Mern, man. She's great. She's great.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, Pete, you were there with me last night. We went to Donald Norcross's town hall. And I was very surprised that he called on this Patriot here that we're going to show, and actually called on me. So the thing is, I didn't have enough time because I'm through my job today. I was moving all material from one project to another, and it was hard to put the show together. And plus, after last night, and then I had the Zoom call with the candidates and Jack.
Yeah, you're a busy guy, bro. You're a busy guy trying to save the world.
Not the world, but at least the state. I'm trying in this country. But
you got to think bigger, Damon. You got to think bigger.
Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, I want to have some more clips in there, but I'll save for next week. The lizard people we were talking about earlier, and then we'll play maybe my clip and play my daughter's clip. But let's roll with the Patriot of the Week award.
The Jersey Shore Podcast presents this week's Patriot Award to Gianna Galdo.
You can't even get a picture of her up there, Damon. What are you doing? What kind of operation is this?
I don't need to put her over the internet.
It's all right, buddy. Look, she did an absolute fantastic job yesterday. I know she was scared. 12 years old, stood up in the middle of the town hall to ask George Norcross if Donald. Sorry. Donald Norcross, current congressman in Camden County, New Jersey, to ask him if he thinks that boys should be allowed to play in girls' sports.
Yeah, and does he think that boys can become girls or girls can become boys? And he answered it in a way that I didn't expect him to. It was a little like on both sides.
He sounded awfully Republican in a lot of his answers.
He did. He actually did. So I don't know. That's my opponent. It's my opponent. So
well, you see which way he's going to try to play this. He's going to try to go after the middle right now. That's what he's going to try to do.
Arlene said, "Is that nepotism?" No, it's not nepotism. No, she wanted to do it, he did it. He sounded Republican in his answer, actually, but no, he doesn't have to worry.
The words mental health. You never hear them Dems use the words mental health.
Not at all. Not at all. I was shocked that he talked like a normal person, not like he did last year, the year before that, the year before that, the year before that. It was all about, sure, men can become boys, can become girls. He pushed all that shit with Lou Greenwald that passed all that bill 7.
I don't know if you just saw. I think there's a detransitioner now going after suing some of these hospitals or whatever that did this stuff.
Yeah, we talked about it on Wednesday on the Pulse. They actually got their first win, and it was the National Association of Plastic Surgery or something like that. Just came out and said they don't recommend doing it until they're someone's 19 or older. Doing any kind of
because they grow out of this. There's a phase that they grow out of.
Yeah, because the reason why is they can't sue after that. You didn't do that to a minor. The minor says, "Oh, you just you took my life away." And
I'll tell you, I think that the parents that did that to their children,
but if they sign a waiver as an adult, then they can't sue. But if they do it to them as a child, that's how they're winning lawsuits now. So they changed their mind because the money's not coming in. So they don't want to lose their money.
I'll tell you though, I think that the parents of those children that they did that to are going to have a rude awakening, and those children are going to wind up saying, "What the hell did you do to me?" I truly believe that is coming in the future. Another 10 years or so, and we're going to start seeing a lot of that stuff. And it's very, very unfortunate, man. But I don't, there's really no coming back once you start getting on those puberty blockers and getting the surgeries and all that. There's no coming back from that, and I just I feel bad for a lot of those parents going into the future, especially the kids. I mean, they don't know what they're doing.
No, I don't feel bad for the parents at all. I feel bad for the kids.
I'm gonna feel bad for them when they destroy their entire family. But yes, you're correct in what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like they need to wake up and be actual real parents and be and raise your children the right way and realize they have a problem because it is a mental illness. Gender dysphoria is in the DSM-5. Listen, if you're born a boy, you're born a boy. All right, it is what it is. That's what it is. And if you think in your mind that I'm a boy in a girl's body, then it's mental illness. I mean, it really is. I mean, there's no way around it. I mean, it's not. Oh, I should have been this. Well, maybe you feel that way that you should have been. You wish you were born a girl, but you're not. So you got to deal with it. All right. I wish I was born a billionaire, but I'm not.
Love how God made you, baby.
Yeah, so that's it. But so all right, so I think we're gonna go into the loser.
We got a loser.
We talked about it on the Pulse, but on Wednesday, which he said, which is funny as hell, and it seems like we'll get into it after we do the loser. So that's that.
Losers! 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 Losers!
Oh, shut up!
First of all, I'd like to say, no one is illegal on stolen land.
Let me get it straight. You live in gated communities with walls and high security on a multi-million-dollar property, right? And do you think that if someone trespassed onto that multi-million-dollar property, do you think you just wouldn't call the cops? Because Nobody is illegal on stolen land.
What are you talking about? If someone trespasses, you deal with it through the law.
See, you would call the cops because you understand borders real quick when it comes to your own home. These celebrities don't have to worry about increased rent prices from allowing millions of people to come here legally, because these people, again, live on multi-million-dollar properties in gated communities. These people are not like you. They don't have to worry about their kids' public school becoming overcrowded because their kids go to private school. They don't have to worry about their insurance rates going up from the countless undocumented immigrants who are uninsured and still have emergencies that someone has to pay for. They have to worry about selling music. And the easiest way to do that is to just toe the line and preach the same bimbo left-wing slogans as every other clapping seal in this room.
Fuck ICE.
Wow, I thought the Grammys was about music, not a political rally.
Do people still watch that?
Yeah.
The
Grammys?
People still watch the Grammys?
Yeah, I guess so. Some people do because it's still on, but I don't think as many as they used to. I don't think I've ever watched like one of them. And if the last time I even had it on might have been like 20 years ago. So
the 90s, right? You know what I mean? Where it was we didn't really know what was going on yet.
Yeah, or just like catch a clip from like Ricky Gervais. Were that the Emmys or Grammys? Or he was in one of them.
It doesn't matter. It's all nonsense.
Yeah, but catch a clip from Ricky Gervais like ripping into all the celebrities saying, "Shut up! No one wants to hear about your politics." He's like, "You're an actor. Who cares?" And he ripped him. That was pretty good. So, but yes, that was Billie Eilish saying that there's no such as an immigrant. You know,
I like the little cartoon, by the way. That was good.
I just happened to, stumble upon it today, and I was like, check this out. But the thing is, I don't know if you caught Wednesday's episode. We're talking about Billie Eilish. Actually, there was a lawyer that actually filed an eviction notice because her multi-million-dollar mansion is on some Indian land.
Yeah,
yeah. So
I mean, look, that's how things used to get done, right? Was conquest, right? People would come someplace and they would go to war and they would take over, and okay, now we own this, and that's how slavery went for a very long time too, right? I mean, the winners took everything, pillaged and whatever, right? So the fact that you are trying to pretend that now we have to give it all back, what are you, dropped on your head? Like, you retarded? Like, I don't understand how that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. But okay, I guess
it makes zero sense. I mean, every continent, country was conquered by one or the other, and it's like, so where do you go back to? All right, you know what? Give it back to the dinosaurs. How about that?
Yeah, but they're underground. They're underground. You want to talk about lizard people? We'll touch on that real quick. The dinosaurs are living underground, all right? And, there's a couple of them that are up here and they can shapeshift, right? You heard all the stories, no, I'm just kidding. But, no, look, yeah, I mean, it's what do you do is these people are just nuts, bro. They do what they're told. They do what they're told. Do you think that lady is having these thoughts popping? Somebody's putting them there and she's doing what she's told.
She's just a moron. That's it. It's like, I just like the fact that it was a little Trump meme saying you live behind your gated community, because they do. They say all this. They would never walk down the street of Philadelphia, like where I grew up, and down Kensington Avenue. They would shit.
California, right? They all live in California now behind those gated communities. They got a homeless crisis all over the place, and the streets are filled with crap, literal human feces. All over the streets, and so much so that they need a crap app on their phone to tell them exactly where all the crap is.
There is an actual crap app. There is actually a crap app.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for the New Jersey. In fact, Damon, we should probably start it up now so that we can get credit for it once, we get to that point.
All right, we'll do that. And anybody that's listening out there, they know how to make apps. We're game. So
we need a New Jersey crap app to sell to Mickey Sherrill, all right, to document where all the feces are for all the upcoming homeless people that we're going to have. Yep,
you're right about that. But anyway, so back to all that, and then the whole thing with the Norcross town hall. My daughter did a great job. She stepped up and asked that. And then he let me ask a question too, which I'm shocked.
I couldn't believe it either.
Yeah, last time he would not. Like he got his aide pointed right at me, and but this time I did a little stealthy. When you have to go to those town halls, the last time I went was like 2 years ago, and you have to put in your name, your address, your email address, and your question. So I thought last time, I said I put a question there that I didn't intend on asking him. Anyway, it was like a softball question, but it's still my name. And so he did not call me. As soon as he went to the question, my wife and I raised our hands like this, and the guys with the microphone walked right past us. I turned around, and they just handed it to somebody without their hand up. And I'm like, that couldn't be more scripted. So this time, I made up different emails and different names, and stuff like that, hoping we can get called on. So, but
they were asking everybody though. I mean, there was a couple of questions, but they asked everybody. They had some anti-Israel hecklers in there, pro-Palestine, and a couple of guys got kicked out and arrested. I mean, it was entertaining, I guess.
Yeah, it was definitely different last time. He actually maybe he grew a pair to take some pictures. I'll take these questions and stuff like that, and have all the cameras on him with that. He did grow a pair. I'll give him that. But
that one guy did suggest that Trump was on the pedo list.
Yeah, what was that?
Lou Capelli or something. I think somebody said his name was.
Yeah, Lou Capelli. I mean, in the town hall, Lou Capelli just randomly comes out and talks about Trump saying pedophile. I hope they camera. I was actually talking to somebody outside when he said that, but there was other people that told me, said he heard it, my wife heard it. I'm like, well, I mean, Trump's got bigger fish to fry.
But it's so funny that they go that route, but they neglect the fact that Clinton was all over it. They're refusing depositions right now to go testify in front of Congress. Bill Gates, everybody's favorite Bill Gates, gave his wife a Russian STD and was spiking her coladas with antibiotics, penicillin, to clean herself up. I mean, it's just, okay, we'll just go straight to Trump then, because he's the only one that's the bad guy. He's the whole problem and everything. They're all nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe he said that. I mean, I didn't hear it. That's what I was asked Eric about it. If he just straight out called him a pedophile, it's like, if Trump, I mean, like I said, has bigger fish to fry, but he's won many lawsuits for defamation. He get to come out in the town hall meeting with a congressman and say, well, Trump's a pedophile. Like, really? Has he ever been convicted of that? I mean, no, that's defamation. So he can get sued for that big time. Then he took off after.
I bet he did. I want to see him all get sued. I want to see the ones corrupt go to jail. I'm just, it's all right, Damon. Look, we're taking back control of the country. You want to know what we have to do? We got to get rid of the D's and the R's on the voting blocks, all right, and just put names up there, okay? And then that'll keep the retards from voting, because they won't see their D's and their R's, so they're going to have to go ahead and actually know the name of the person they're voting for. And, maybe that'll fix it up. I don't know, bro. I just, it's time for a new strategy. That's all I can say.
Well, here's the new strategy right here. Go to votedamongaldo.com and click on that donate button, because I'm going out there to fight for all of you. That's why I do this podcast. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing between work and podcasting, raising the kids and everything else, trying to raise them right. And so I need all the help I can get. So go to votedamongaldo.com. Donate button is there, and just get out to vote. I know no Democrats are going to listen to this podcast. I'm hoping that one day I can get some Democrats on, that we can have an actual decent conversation. But either way, so everyone get out there and vote. Go to my website, and I'm going to roll with this, Pete. And then we have some candidates too I want to bring up too. And so other than me, so I'm District 1, New Jersey. And I just had a great Zoom call with these candidates. I only have the two that are up here now. It's Justin Murphy running for U.S. Senate, 2026. Justin is a great guy. And then we have another one that's run for Congress in CD3, Jason Cohen. Great guy. We were just talking to him. And there's 3 other people as well. I don't have their information yet. We just had the Zoom call. So it'll be on the next episode of the Jersey Shore. So and they will be on as well. I'm going to have a one-on-one with them. And I might even do like a pulse episode with the candidates.
Oh, that'd be cool, man. You know, so look, the one thing that could go ahead and fix this, aside from all that, is to just keep getting good people elected. You know, and we need more people to come out to vote. Vern, you're absolutely correct. You know, but you know, we just, I don't know, man. We just got to keep pushing the envelope, Damon. That's all we can do is keep pushing the envelope.
So yeah, that's all we can keep doing. So, but everyone that jumped on late, you can always replay this as well. America's Pulse Network, and on our website. If you go to our website, americaspulsenetwork.com, and also every one of our podcasts play on that now. So a lot of people ask, send me a link. They want to know about going to YouTube or X or Facebook or Rumble. They all do play on the americaspulsenetwork.com. And so you can catch old episodes on there as well, I believe. If my producer, you can chat in there and tell me if I'm wrong, but I think you can catch old episodes as well. But other than that, here we go. So this is the number 1 candidate coming up. Let's roll the song.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah. This one's for New Jersey. For every working family that's had enough. Name's Damon Galdo. And I'm just getting started. Job site dust to the streets of the shore. Steel-toed boots, yeah, I know what I'm working for. Middle class hurting, every bill going up. While suits in D.C. say, man, just trust us. I'm a builder by trade, put my sweat in the ground. Now I'm building up hope for my hometown. Jersey's my home, blue-collar soul. I don't make excuses, I get it done, that's all I know. I felt the pressure, I've lived that grind, trying to give your kids a better life. I won't forget where I came from, man, cause I'm built by work. I'm built by working hands, fighting for working families. Not a career man who forgot what hard work means. They talk real big, but nothing ever changes. While Jersey keeps drowning in the same old pain, I'll build a future strong for our kids in this land. I'm Damon Galdo, built by working hands. Yeah. Donald Norcross been there year after year. Same old story while the struggle's still here. Claims he's for workers, but look around town. Rent sky high, grocery bills breaking us down. Where's the relief for the middle class grind? Cause all I see is folks falling behind. I ain't got decades in some DC chair. I got skin in the game, cause my family's here. Time, they had their shot, and tell me, Jersey, what have we got? It's time for change, time for a stand, time for a work, and not another plan, not another plan, not another plan. Yeah! I'm built by working hands, fighting for working families. Not some suit who sold you fantasy. We waited long enough, it's time to demand a future built by honest hands for Jersey strong, for this great land. I'm Damon Galdo, built by working hands. Yeah, this ain't left, this ain't right. This is fight for what's right. For every mom working double shifts, every dad praying they don't miss. I'm running for my kids, running for yours, for a state that deserves so much more. Not talk, that's the plan. Let's build it back with a working man. For our children's dreams, for a better way. I'll fight for Jersey every day. No empty words, I'll take the stand, cause I'm built by work. Yeah, I'm built by working hands, fighting for working families. While the old guard keeps playing the same old game. But we're done with waiting, done with excuses. It's time for a man who knows how to do this. I'll build a future strong for our kids in this land. I'm Damon Galdo, built by working hands.
New Jersey 1st District. If you're tired of the talk and ready for work, walk with me. Galdo, Galdo. Galdo, Galdo. Galdo, Galdo. Make the crowd chant with no music.
The Hammer thanks you for watching tonight's Jersey Shore podcast. See you at the next packed show, from breaking news to topics that will keep you informed. So please click the subscribe button to get notified of upcoming episodes. If you like what The Hammer talked about, then share the Jersey Shore podcast to others. Damon also looks forward to seeing you on the next episode.